Hi, my name is Esther Wu.
And I'm Ernesto Abarth, and welcome to another installment of IE News.
Thanks for tuning in. We have a lot of great information to share with you.
The holidays are here, so we are going to be sharing information with you today on how you can give back this holiday season.
We also have a panel of students sharing their views on the drama surrounding the political world today.
Dun dun dun!
Ernesto, do you want free money?
Yeah!
Well, you're at the right place at the right time, because we have our very own reporter, Rodney Sloan, interviewing the scholarship coordinator for us to learn about how we can receive free money. Yes, free money.
Okay. All this and more on IE News.
Let's check out what Teresa Poe has to say surrounding the entertainment world, because you know we all love juicy gossip.
Would Oprah consider running for president, or should she? The talk show host stated in an interview with Gayle King, no, not in this lifetime. The 61-year-old got to chatting about her opinion on Jennifer Lawrence's recent letter about sexism in Hollywood and how this conversation has finally hit a pivotal point in this country. Winfrey stated, "Of course, it is brave, but I also think it's a moment in time. I don't think it's changing. I think the conversation has hit a critical moment." Her strong opinions on equality and raising awareness around related topics led to the conversation about politics. Well, see, Oprah, that brings up the question. You should be president. Gayle says, "Oh, come on. I'm president of my own company. I, along with so many others, aren't opposed to Oprah running for president. However, the talk show host and owner of OWN is opposed to it. Maybe in 4 years when the Don is president, she may take it into consideration." I am Teresa Poe with your entertainment report.
Welcome to the Radio and Television Department at Long Beach City College. Here you will learn to make anything that ends up on your television or radio. Working in the studio is like some kind of cool video game. You man your controls while coordinating over headphones, watching the screens carefully. Then when the target is in the right spot, you push the red button. Only instead of zombies, it's celebrities. Whether you like playing single player or multiplayer using a PC or console, or you just think all this stuff looks cool, then check us out at LBCC.
Our very own sports reporter Noah Russell gives us all the details on the latest college and professional sports.
The Vikings may have jinxed themselves this time, and they have ruined their perfect winning streak now that they've lost against Riverside City College. The loss dropped the Vikings 7-1 in season play and 3-1 in the National Central League. RCC got a 39-yard field goal from Julian Castro in the first quarter. A 13-yard touchdown pass from Riverside's Ian Fiebler to KJ Young gave the Tigers a 10-0 advantage, leaving a final score 34-14. Notre Dame made a fabulous victory against USC with a heaping score of 41-31. With 11 minutes in the first quarter, Will Fuller made a 75-yard touchdown which tied the game 7-7. And to sum it up, Justin Yoon made an amazing 32-yard field goal which won the game. UCLA won 31-35 against the Colorado Buffaloes. Josh Rosen passed for 262 yards and a touchdown for the Bruins. That was the longest game I've ever played on defense ever, said linebacker Jayon Brown, who led the Bruins with 18 tackles. Paul Perkins had an 82-yard touchdown run among his 118 yards and 2 scores for UCLA. And Ishmael Adams returned an interception 96 yards for a second quarter touchdown. That's all the sports we have for now. Until next time, I'm Noah Russell with your IE News Sports.
Thanks, Noah, for that great sports report. I hope our Vikings win their next game. Do you want free money for college? I know I do. Rodney Sloan gives us all the information we need to know to get some of the free money.
Hi, this is Rodney Sloan at IE News. Are you interested in learning about how to sign up for scholarship? If so, pay close attention. Today I have a very special guest. I have the Long Beach City College Scholarship Specialist, Ms. Shira Compton, here today to talk to us more about how to sign up for scholarships and the process. How are you doing today, Ms. Shira?
I'm good, thank you. Thank you for having me.
Oh, thank you for coming by. Spending time out of your busy day to teach us about how to sign up for scholarships. Appreciate that. And so how do our students sign up for a scholarship?
Well, it's really easy. The students just log on. They can go to lbcc.edu/scholarship, and there's a link that says applying for scholarship. They click on that link. They fill out some demographic information. They do an autobiography, and they have to request for 2 letters of recommendation. So there's slots there for them to just list the teachers or instructors or staff members on campus that they would like to complete recommendations for them.
Okay, great.
And they have to submit it by December 8th at 4 o'clock.
December 8th, 4 o'clock is the
4
deadline.
o'clock p.m. is the deadline.
Absolutely. So there's plenty of time.
Oh,
Okay,
yes. We
great.
still have a lot of time ahead of them.
Cool. And so going to the autobiography, what kind of tips or pointers can you give some of the students on how to write an effective autobiography?
Well, the student can write in any style that they like, but for the person who just doesn't know where to start, we usually say you can do at least 5, strong paragraphs with an introduction and a conclusion, and then your 3 main paragraphs, we suggest maybe you talk about your past, your present, and your future. So you can talk about the things that brought you to Long Beach City College or why you chose to come here, or if you're a first-time freshman, you could talk about your high school and that transition. You can talk about your major, your career goals, if you're planning on transferring, what schools you're interested in transferring to. If you have obstacles that you've overcome, you can share a little bit about those struggles and what you did to overcome them. And you can talk about your future. Do you aspire to get your master's even after you complete your BA? Do you want to be a doctor or a lawyer? So you can share those things too. Are you interested in starting your own business? Those are the things that the committee members are looking to hear from students. And it's also the information that we need to match the student with the scholarships that we have available.
Okay. So you can definitely fit more than 5 paragraphs.
Oh, yeah.
Into
That's
that.
just for the person who's struggling, to give them some pointers on where to start.
Okay. And where would students, again, get 2 letters of recommendations from specifically?
So we suggest that you ask your instructors. Sometimes students haven't made a connection or built that relationship. So we still say, you're required to have 2, so you should at least get 1 instructor. And then you can also ask, like if you're part of a club, you can ask a club advisor.
Okay.
You can ask an academic advisor. If you're, say, a work study student on campus and you have a supervisor, you could ask them to do one for you as well.
Okay.
But it should be 2 people that are part of the LBCC staff.
Cool. Would counselor count too?
Counselor counts as well. Yeah.
Just helping the students because they sometimes ask me, and of course you're going to have your teachers and your counselors, so that could be 2 good places to start. Cool. And then once we do the process and then sign up and submit the application, and then what goes on? A little bit about in the back end on your end.
Okay.
Like how do we?
So after we've received all the applications, one point is that for the letters of recommendation, those are not due by December 8th. So at the time the student is completing the application, they need to list who they've asked to complete recommendations for them by December 8th. But the instructors actually have until January to submit those forms to us. And then in the spring semester, we have a committee at the LAC campus and one at the PCC campus. And the committee meets weekly to review the applications. And so what happens at that point, say for example, we have a scholarship and they're looking for an engineering student. So the committee is going to go through the database, look at all the engineering students, and then as a group they determine which student or students should receive that scholarship. And so we do that for all 700 plus scholarships. So that's why we need the better part of the spring semester to come up with the decisions. But students should find out around the end of April if they've been selected to receive a scholarship.
Okay. So over 700.
We have over 700 scholarships.
That is a lot, so that should be more than enough for plenty of the students.
Oh, definitely. And so the nice thing about it is the student is doing 1 application, but they're being reviewed to out of 700. whereas some places make you fill out an application for each scholarship that's available, but we use the one application.
Okay, so it's one application, and then you pretty much match us up with a
Right.
particular scholarship. Okay, great. And then, so is there, some students have this, they think that you have to have like a high GPA or types of awards and credentials. Is that normally the case?
Well, students do seem to believe that you have to have at least a 4.0 to get a scholarship. However, we have scholarships from all different criterias. So some are based on GPA, some are based on your major, some are based on clubs and activities that you might be involved in, some are for single parents, some are need-based, some are merit-based. So of course, the higher your GPA is, that makes you a little bit competitive to say for merit-based scholarships. But we have scholarships as pretty much as long as you have a 2.0.
Okay.
There's a scholarship available to you.
Great. Well, I want to thank you for taking the time out of your busy schedule to meet with us and the students, and showing us how to sign up for scholarships. This is Rodney Sloan here at IE News, and I hope you enjoy the rest of your day.
Thanks, Rodney. Not only am I an anchor, but I'm also a DJ, and I'm going to give you the latest scoop on the top 10 pop hits. Let's see what's jamming this week. Hi everyone, my name is Ernesto Abarth and I love music. I love music so much that I'm always looking to see what new music to add into my personal playlist, and hopefully this list of the top pop songs at the moment will help you do the same for you. So let's get started. At number 10, we have Lean On by Major Lazer and DJ Snake featuring M.O. At number 9, one of my favorite bands, One Direction with Drag Me Down. At number 8, we have a sad song by Ed Sheeran, Photograph. At number 7, Can't Feel My Face by The Weeknd. At 6, I Bet This Song Will Be Good For You, the song Good For You by Selena Gomez featuring A$AP Rocky. At number 5, we have Stitches by Shawn Mendes. At number 4, my song from my girl Taylor Swift, Wildest Dreams. At number 3, we have The Hills with The Weeknd. At number 2, we have Locked Away by Our City featuring Adam Levine. And at number 1, a boy that everybody loves now, again, Justin Bieber, What Do You Mean? Thanks. Hopefully you found that list meaningful and you will add some of these songs into your personal playlist. My name is Ernesto Abarth and you can always catch me at kz2i.com every Friday at 10 to talk about more about these artists and other things that I find meaningful. And you can always catch our sister station, KLVC, to listen to other DJs, other music, and other things that they find meaningful. Until then, keep it here. Thanks for watching, and we'll return to you at IE News. Thanks. Are you interested in giving this holiday season? With Thanksgiving fast approaching, there are tons of people who are excited but sad as well because of the lack of food. My co-anchor Esther Wu has information on ways you can give back.
With the holidays approaching, I am sure a lot of people are looking forward to stuffing their face with amazing food. We often forget about the thousands of families across America who do not have usual day-to-day meals. 1 out of 6 families here in Los Angeles County struggle with food poverty. Thankfully, there are multiple solutions. Our friends over at foodpantries.org provide locations to the nearest food banks in our residence. You can also check out feedingamerica.org for more information on where to donate, volunteer, or look for additional food banks. Food banks do not only provide for people in need during the holidays, but these charitable locations are available throughout the entire year. If you aren't able to donate, volunteering is a great way to show that you care during the season of giving. Please share this information with a friend or family member that is in need. I will definitely be providing my service during this holiday season. I'm Esther Wu here at IE News with your community events. Have a great and safe, happy holiday. Giving back is so important to me, and I hope it's important to you. With the political race underway, Don Williams holds a panel discussion with a few of our students here at the LBCC campus to gain their perspective on politics today.
The question that we have today is the effect of the Tea Party on the Republican Party itself and on politics as a whole. The questions that we will be dealing with are about a negative or positive influence that they are exerting for such a minority in the world of world politics. It's not just national anymore. It is now spread out, and other countries are looking at us to see how we deal with this. Drew?
I think that the Republican Party is going through kind of a messy situation, and I think that's because it kind of reflects on the American people. We've got two radically different thinking people, like two groups of people in the country, and I think that it's definitely reflecting in our politics, where it's like they're just going at it. I think that's the way that our citizens are thinking right now, and I think that the Tea Party, if I'm thinking about this objectively, it's not objectively, like I'm not like talking about their values or anything. I'm just saying that a new group I don't think is a terrible idea. I think that we do need to see reforms from both parties. And again, like I said, like not looking at their ideas or what they stand for or anything like that, just a new group I don't think is a terrible idea for the Republicans. I mean, I think they need some sort of reform to, I think, match more of what their people are believing in.
And let's kill this part of the discussion right now. The government has not funded abortions. It's just not done, no matter how big a deal they try to make out of it. It's not happening.
The government's never funded Planned Parenthood? Wait, is that what you're saying?
No, the government funds or doesn't provide all funds, but the government does pay for services to women in Planned Parenthood.
You know, I don't know if we should be talking about like Planned Parenthood as like, you know, like an individual right or whatever. I think that's more of like a moral thing, you know? Like we're pretty divided. Like half of us would consider abortion murder, like I do, but the other half, you know, kind of find it, you know, justified or whatever. I don't know if you want to make that comparison. Well, okay, I don't know if you want to talk about, you know, use the example that they provide more things than just abortion, because, you know, that's pretty strong within itself. I think it's like, it's kind of a wild comparison, but if you have a neighborhood serial killer, okay, let's use that real quick. We got a neighborhood serial killer. Only 4% of the time this guy actually kills people. But most of the other time, you know, he's helping people with their groceries, he's mowing lawns, he's painting fences. But, you know, if this guy is killing people, I mean, I think I want to call the cops. And like I said, that's a crazy comparison. Might not make sense to everyone, but it makes sense to me. I think that there's more bad than good in the situation, and if the bad is bad enough, you know, the good is kind of irrelevant.
Because when you think Planned Parenthood, you think abortion, and that's pretty much what the tagline is against them. You don't necessarily think women's health. I go there for mammograms, for, you know, health screenings. 90% of the time, when you think of the name Planned Parenthood, abortion is attached to it.
Every generation needs a revolution. So the Tea Party is the revolution against the old, staid, balding, rich white man image of the Republican Party into the new extreme sports following, beer drinking, get out on the weekends and and ride our ATVs in the woods and shoot us some deer and pheasant. This is the new, the face of the new Republican Party, and I think that it is going to significantly change the course of politics in the United States in the foreseeable future.
If you like what you're seeing here, please feel free to write IE News at Long Beach City College. Until the next time that we meet, I'm Don Williams and our esteemed panelists, and we wish you a pleasant day.
Thanks, Don, for holding that panel discussion. As a student, it's important that I know what's going on in the political realm. Do you want action and nice cars? Noah Russell gives us an in-depth review of the latest Bond film.
Hey Bond fans, 2 Fridays ago was the US opening of the movie Spectre, the 24th movie with our favorite, handsome, and rugged spy, Bond, James Bond. And wow, it was amazing. This Bond movie has everything a Bond fan could ask for. In fact, I think we can call this the ultimate James Bond adventure. It has beautiful women, intense fighting scenes, shootouts, martinis, shaken not stirred, car chases, and speaking of cars, 007 has a brand new car in this movie, a gorgeous Aston Martin DB10 with, of course, plenty of tricks up her sleeve. In a nutshell, the plot is mostly about Bond's past coming back to haunt him. He starts putting the puzzle pieces together on who and why the criminals he went after were working for. The movie starts out with Bond on assignment in Mexico City during a Dia de los Muertos parade. He's, of course, in the company of a stunning woman trying to keep a low profile. But right before he can pull the trigger, the building he's aiming for goes totally haywire. But I'm not going to give away too many secrets about this awesome Bond adventure. You'll have to go to the theater and see it for yourself. It has already broken some box office records. I give this movie a full 10 out of 10. I'm Noah Russell with IE News.
Wow, now I want to see the new Bond film. Thanks again, Noah, for that great review. Athletics is an important aspect of any college experience. Teresa Pell interviews Randy Tutorp, the new athletic director here at LBCC, and gives us all the opportunity to learn more about him.
Hi, welcome back to another installment of IE News. Today I have the pleasure of interviewing Mr. Randy Tutorp, the new athletic director here at Long Beach City College. So how are you today?
Doing great.
That's great.
Happy to be here.
Awesome. So how does it feel to be back here at Long Beach City?
You know, it feels really good. I worked here for a little over 10 years. Got to see a lot of the advancements to the campus, and it's sort of like when you have children and a family member sees them after they've been away for 2 years. All of a sudden they're a foot taller and a little bit bigger and talking a whole lot more. So being away from the campus for about 2 years and coming back and seeing the finalized product of all the improvements and work that's gone in, it's just been great. So the campus is beautiful, and been like being reunited with a lot of people that I worked with for many years. So and excited to be back.
Awesome, and I think we're all excited to have you here. So give us all a brief background on who you are. Who are you?
Sure. So as we were discussing before the show, I'm a Long Beach Unified School District graduate, so K through 12. I did not go to Millikan. I went to Lakewood High School.
Oh, we're rivals.
Yes, we are. Lancers and Rams, right?
Yes.
So, area guy and grew up in the area. Always just, loved Long Beach, the city of Long Beach. And when I graduated, I decided to come here to Long Beach City College, which was a great decision for me. Really helped me move through that first part of college. I played men's volleyball, so it allowed me the opportunity to continue advancing in the sport before transferring to San Diego State, where I played out my Division I, athletic career, finished my degree, and immediately knew I wanted to teach and coach, and really looked back on the mentors that I had going through the process. And so it was real natural to move back to the city of Long Beach and dive right into that process. So started teaching in the Unified District, started coaching here, and eventually put in a lot of work and time, and ended up coming back here as a head men's volleyball coach, which I enjoyed very much.
Awesome, that's amazing. So when you were named the current athletic director here at Long Beach City College, what was your initial reaction?
Initially I was just excited. Long Beach has always been a home to me and has always felt like home, and I will never discredit my time at El Camino College. It was a great opportunity for me, but driving past Long Beach City College on the 405, it always resonated with me. So initially I think I was just excited and honored to come back and serve at the college that means a great deal to me. Beyond that, it's just looking forward. There's just so much opportunity here. It's a great institution with so much history, and happy to be back and help move that forward.
And what are some of the similarities and differences that you see as a former high school athletic director and as a collegiate athletic director?
There's probably more similarities than differences. Both levels really deal with a lot of the same issues. We both have to maintain compliance at our levels. Liability and risk are extremely important aspects of what an athletic administrator does, and so certainly at the high school and collegiate level, those are the same. So in my opinion, there's really more similarities. You learn how to manage multiple programs, multiple student athletes, athletic training needs, budgets, scheduling, everything that goes into running an athletic department. You're going to see at the high school level and at the collegiate level. I'd say the differences really come down to a little bit of support. You know, at certain levels you have more support, other levels you have less support. That's certainly one major difference. And then potentially, you know, in the K-12 system, you're dealing mostly with, you're not dealing with adults. In college, we have adult students. And so the parent aspect is definitely a big difference between high school and college.
So do you feel with having the kind of parent aspect taken away from that, you get the opportunity to kind of mentor a little bit more and maybe influence your athletes on a different level?
I certainly think that from the coaching side of that and from the academic support side of that, I believe we feel that on a daily basis. We really do have more of an opportunity one-on-one with our student athletes than you do per se at the high school level, where the parents are very much still involved in what's going on. So in that regard, yes. And you know, even with the transfer process, really trying to mentor student athletes to meet their goals and transfer to four-year universities, it's much more involved with the student athlete than it is with the parent.
Absolutely. And then have you continued to coach volleyball? And when the time is permitted, do you kind of get involved with the sport? Play a little?
I actually do coach still. I'm coaching this year.
That's awesome.
I'm coaching my daughter.
Oh.
So she's just started playing, and she's playing club volleyball this year. So
that's awesome.
I'm going to be coaching her team this year, which is going to be a lot of fun. And you know, playing, the beauty of the sport is we're 10 minutes from the beach.
Oh yeah,
a lot of people love playing beach volleyball. So when I have the opportunity, which is very rare, I do get down and play some beach volleyball, especially summertime. Picks up a little bit.
Yeah,
early fall, you know, on weekends maybe, but certainly find ways to be involved with the sport. And just very happy to be at a school that has both men's and women's volleyball, and the future for women's volleyball, adding sand volleyball. So some exciting things to be a part of here at Long Beach City College.
Yeah, awesome. So what can we expect from you in the coming years?
Well, you can expect, I guess, what I've always done. You know, I think people that know me know that I work hard. I'm going to be here daily, trying to push the envelope a little bit with our department. But you know, really, I'm pretty clear about, again, that we are here to serve students.
Yeah,
and
absolutely.
So I'm excited to be a part of that and looking for opportunities that how we can deliver the best quality programs for all of our student athletes. So if that's tennis to football, you know, really trying to provide the best opportunity we can for our student athletes. That's going to come in the form of facilities. There's a lot, as I mentioned to start off, the campus is fantastic.
Yeah.
The campus looks beautiful. Just walking over here today, I was really taken aback at how amazing the campus looks.
So much.
And knowing the future of athletic needs in that regard, and being able to be a part of that process to continue with you know, the development that's occurred over the last 5 years, and watch that go into the athletic side of things is going to be very exciting. So certainly there's going to be a lot of focus on our athletic facilities. You know, really looking at our coaches and the job that they do, again, walking with students and helping them achieve their goals, and being a part of bringing in coaches and whatnot. So those are the areas that I think you can expect from me. And again, it just boils down to providing the best opportunity for our students and really giving them a great chance to be successful in transfer.
Awesome. Thank you so much for taking the time to do this with me. I look forward to seeing everything that you're going to do in the future. Even though I'm transferring, I'll still be watching.
You'll be close.
I'll be close. And my sister runs track, so definitely. So thank you so much.
No, it was a pleasure. Thank you.
My name is Sharissa Pell here at IE News, and we'll see you next time.
Wow, Randy seems like an awesome guy. Thanks, Sharissa, for that wonderful interview.
That's all we have for this week. Be sure to contact Radio and Television Department at Long Beach City College if you want to become a part of our team. Contact us here at 562-938-4892.
I'm Ernesto Abarth.
And I'm Esther Wu.
Thanks for watching and have a safe and happy holiday.
We'll see you next time.